Coach, it's that time again. You guys have had much better seasons here in the last few years. Do you think you're going to see more progress again this year?
Well, hopefully, Carly. I mean, you never know. I mean, it comes down to injuries. Our numbers are way down this year. I mean, we're only looking at about 25 kids. Depth's a problem, but if you look at attitude, overall team strength, and the things we've done over the summer, we could be pretty exciting. But it's that big thing. If you have a couple injuries, it could be long. But I'm excited to see where we could be. I mean, I think we could be one of the teams that could tinker towards the top once in a while, but that all comes down to game one and staying away from injuries.
Mm-hmm. Your line's been, kind of a strength for you the last few years. Do you expect it to be a strength for you guys again this year?
Yeah, overall, Carly, I think our offensive line's as strong as they've ever been. I mean, the last couple of years I've said it, but, this year these kids gelled together in a weight room. They were together since January. I mean, we may have to make a move with Joe Turek. We may move him into the backfield because of lack of numbers, but we have other kids that can step into that spot. And, so it could be exciting, but the offensive line is going to be our key.
Have you seen anything in the off season or anybody in particular that stepped up or anything that has surprised you?
No, I mean the whole team has stepped up, Carly. I mean the kids have really come around all summer. I mean, whenever you say we're looking at 25 maybe total on the team, we had probably 18 there all summer. So there's really no surprises. It's just the way they've got along. I mean, they're doing a lot of things together, going out, eating together, doing a lot of things as a team together. So, it's just going to be exciting to see what happens.
And that's important, and especially like you're saying, not having the numbers and things like that. But has that been new just this year? They're really starting to come together.
Yeah, I mean, as far as numbers not coming out, that was a disappointment. I mean, I think my first year we had 38, we went to 42. Last year down to about 34. Now this year down to 25, and it drops lower next year. But the last few years, the kids really. You had your groups, but this year, it seems like everybody's together. So, that's a big plus. I mean, the one thing I see this year, hopefully we're going to have that true leader step up. As I say, you have to have a senior leader, and I think we have a senior class this year that's going to lead, and, that's what it takes to be successful.
Going into camps here in the next couple of weeks, what's the biggest thing that you think you guys are going to have to really pound on?
Well, number one is to stay away from injuries. I mean, it's going to be hard for me because I'm always the type that I like a lot of practice time, but when you're low in numbers, you gotta taper it back. But we've got to improve on, just our overall offense. I mean, last year, our offense was great at times and sputtered at times, but our big emphasis has been with the offense and our passing game, and overall it has picked up in the off season here, and so you never know what's going to happen. But the biggest thing is getting them to stay away from injuries and be conditioned, because they're not going to get off the field very much.
Have you guys thought about week one yet, or are you just kind of looking to get into camp and get things done and then get through that scrimmage and everything first?
Well, number one, you got to take it one practice one day at a time. But, naturally Northern Camry's on the back of our minds. But, you got to get through camp, get through that scrimmage. But, we've been looking, you're going to prepare for them, because without that second scrimmage, you got to be ready. But, we know Northern's going to be, one of the top teams in the conference, and it's one of the ones that we got to get, so it's, we've got to concentrate on that, but naturally it's just getting through every day of practice without an injury.
Do you think the kids enjoy having kind of like an underdog role and being able to play spoiler?
Naturally. I mean, I've for as long as I've coached, I never want the target on my back, and I feel this year there's no target on our back, so we're just going to take it and relish a moment and try to be the spoiler, the underdog. You just go and you play hard each week and see what happens.
All right, Coach. Sounds